Oh, well now, what is going on here? Oh no, Stephen Colbert got fired? What's going on with this situation? Nobody saw this coming. No, not in a million years.
Like, my dad and I would go out for barbecue, and we would come home, and we would watch The Daily Show with Jon Stewart, and the Colbert Report would come on right after that.
Yeah, I used to watch them both on Comedy Central.
I used to love Stephen Colbert. He was amazing. He's a huge fan of Lord of the Rings. I cannot bring myself to hate this guy, right? But goddamn, does he make it easy? Well, he really makes it so, I can say the opposite. He makes it so hard to not fucking hate him. And this is how Stephen Colbert has evolved. And this is exactly what
Oh no, the vaccine. That's where I was like, hey, what's going on with these people, man? There's something weird going on with this whole COVID thing.
I was talking about. Listen to this.
Some folks are skeptical. Thankfully,
it's like all of the cultish Hollywood types are all coming together to tell us to get vaccinated. Like, what was that shit? By the way, we just got a whole bunch of new news about the COVID vaccines being tied to heart risk and stuff like that. Like, it's things that we've been saying the whole time. AP News, this person right here, super based. The federal government on Saturday dismissed charges against a Utah plastic surgeon accused of throwing away COVID-19 vaccines, giving children saline shots instead of the vaccine. Based. Because he probably knew there was something fucking weird going on. Crazy how that's happening. Nobody saw this coming at all.
Big Pharma has come up with a way to reassure the public about their motives.
And a lot of people are coming out and they're like, well, we didn't really know. Then why'd you push it so hard, huh? If you didn't know, sounds like super cult behavior.
And it's all in their new ad.
Are you worried about the future? Unable to sleep at night? Afraid that pharma companies will
Johnny
put their
Carson.
profits ahead of your health?
Yeah.
If you are concerned about the cost of a vaccine, ask your doctor about Vaxilax. Vaxilax is the only medication proven to reduce anxiety about Big Pharma taking advantage of you in a national crisis.
Yep, there you
can trust.
I didn't know this happened. Holy shit. What? So he was against Big Pharma and was like, hey, there's going to be a national crisis where they're going to be pushing stuff on you.
Vaxilax because of its mascot, Professor Cashington, the ethical money sack.
Side effects of Vaxilax include legless rest syndrome, kidney rhinestones, crumblefoot, spontaneous beard sparrows, the galloping hoop sticks, spinal crunch wrapping, Ferdinand's flopsy, big old pink face, Gordon's fisherman syndrome, scrotal yodas, chronic vaccine resistance, facial graham crackering, full-blown coronavirus, and dollar bills.
Full-blown coronavirus.
That's ironic.
The vaccine.
Man.
Oh, so cringe, man. I saw this when it happened.
This when it happened.
I did.
I never did.
I did.
Oh
it's so fucking cringe, man. And it's like the same characters.
So they canceled this show, apparently.
Wow, you don't say. I wonder why.
And anyway, let's go back. I'll see a few. Oh.
All right.
Okay. So is
the
this?
vaccine?
Yeah, no, I already saw that one before. And let's see, where the fuck is this? Oh, here we go. Him talking about.
My parent corporation, Paramount, paid Donald Trump a $16 million settlement over his 60 Minutes lawsuit.
So there is a
the people there booing because Donald Trump got a win in court.
Theory going around right now that Stephen Colbert is a sacrificial lamb for CBS.
100%. They're trying to come back. They're trying to come back to normal and be like, oh, no. We didn't do this. These people are weird. These are the weird ones. We're going to fire them for you. We'll change. We promise. I ain't buying it. Fuck off.
And CBS has agreed to settle with Donald Trump by canning Stephen Colbert.
Not yet, though. We still got a while, and like They might change their minds. They might come back on this. They might turn it around. Because I think he's getting fired in May. I think that's when the show is over. And we'll see, man. And maybe they'll switch, make a switch out of spite against all the people who are cheering this on. Because they're retarded.
Which, by the way, maybe that's what happened. I have no idea.
As someone who has always been a proud employee of this network, I am offended. And I don't know if anything will ever repair my trust in this company. But just taking a stab at it, I'd say $16 million would help.
Yeah.
This settlement.
There's something else that also repaired people's trust, too. You just don't know it yet, do you? Oh.
This settlement is for a nuisance lawsuit Trump filed claiming that 60 Minutes deceptively edited their interview with then-candidate Kamala Harris last.
They did. That it was proven. And we all knew it. We saw it when it happened. Like, they think we're all stupid. Actually, no. They think that the people who watch CBS are stupid. That's why they did it, because they don't actually do their research. And they're not on the internet because they don't use computers, because it's a bunch of old people.
Paramount knows they could have easily fought it because, in their own words, the lawsuit was completely without merit. And keep in mind, Paramount produced Transformers: Rise of the Beast. They know completely without merit.
Yeah, just because you say something doesn't mean it's true. Like, come on, man. The fuck are you talking about, bro?
Hey, no. That show, the target audience for that show is 11, okay? Kids love that shit.
Unlike.
Yeah, it is.
Unlike the payoffs from ABC and Twitter, Paramount settlement did not include an apology.
But it did include a sacrifice.
Instead, the corporation released a statement where they said, "You may take our money, but you will never take our dignity. You may, however, purchase our dignity."
You may, however, take Stephen Colbert.
Dignity for the low price of $16 million. We need the cash.
Yeah.
Now,
it's really funny to hear this, like, literally 3 days before his show gets canceled. It's crazy to hear this. Wow.
I wonder if he knew at this point.
Bro, like, that sucks. Damn, bro, he's dancing around talking shit.
What can I say? Mr. Stephen loves to dance. Now, I believe this kind of complicated financial settlement with a sitting government official has a technical name in legal circles.
I mean, you get what you fucking deserve, I guess, man. Like, come on. All this shit's so fake.
Because this all comes as Paramount's owners are trying to get the Trump administration to approve the sale of our network to a new owner.
Oh.
Skydance.
Wow.
Not the music I was expecting. Okay. That was.
I think that, like, in general, the people talking about, like, what their network is doing in general on television, I think it's kind of awkward for the audience, and it just kind of is like a clap along, you know, seal moment, right?
Like, they have no fucking idea. They don't know. They don't pay attention. They're not doing any research. They're not doing deep dives. They're not watching what people have to say about it on the internet. They'll see somebody talking about CBS in a bad light. They'll be like, nope, they're haters. They're obviously wrong because they're mean. Get out of here.
It's like it's a meta. It's like when streamers talk about their stream. I think it's tacky, or like a bar, like, you know, you like, you're going here to relax. Like, you don't want to hear somebody complain about their job or their employer. Like, you can make a couple of jokes here and there, but like,
that was me
an ongoing
sky.
I don't know. I like to hear streamers say, you know what? Twitch fucking sucks.
And some of the TV typers out there are blogging that once Skydance gets CBS, the new owner's desire to please Trump could put pressure on late-night host and frequent Trump critic Stephen Colbert.
Oh, man. Oh. This didn't age well, and it's only been a few days.
Okay. But how are they going to put pressure on Stephen Colbert if they can't find him?
Okay.
Man, this is Colbert, obviously, talking about and complaining about how
Would you look at that? Oh, and it was James Woods who posted it. Oh, man, I love James Woods.
Trump isn't going to get his show canceled. And this is also him talking about his show being canceled. The clip of him talking about his show not being canceled was from 3 days ago. The clip of him talking about his show being canceled is from yesterday. And so definitely not a good day to be Stephen Colbert. Let me see if I can find, where did it go? There's just been so many of these I've been trying to keep up with. Okay, yep, here we go. All right.
Here we go, man. What's he got to say
it's
about
not a good
this?
day for free speech? Nope. Do not ever, ever, ever.
Yeah, do not bring up free speech whenever these people did all the things that they did through all of COVID and are still doing now.
For a second, let anybody try to tell you that this is some kind of loss for free speech when these people went on crusades.
Yep.
Every single late night talk show host. You want to talk about free speech? Yeah, that's like North Korea's free speech. Everybody can have whatever opinion they want as long as it's the right opinion. Every single late night talk show host is just the same flavor of vanilla.
Yeah, I remember when they were saying people like me should be put in jail because we were creating, like, a divide in people taking the vaccine. People like me were talking people out of taking the life-saving vaccine. You're gonna kill grandma, you know that?
That's the problem. And so the issue is that, really, Stephen Colbert, I mean, like, in my opinion, I think he's an entertaining, funny guy, but in general...
He used to be, and then something weird happened around the COVID time. I think the vaccine, like, might have broken all these people's brains. Because it just seems like everybody who didn't take the vaccine, perfectly fine. Everybody who did, they're all fucked up.
Let's be real, like, this isn't free. How is it free speech when every single late night show pushes every single left-wing talking point completely, and there is no... Like, you have a popular vote, at least 30% of the country voted for Donald Trump, but not a single one of those people are represented in late-night television. Does that seem interesting to you? Come on. So the solution...
And honestly, I don't even think it was the vaccine. Might have been the vaccine plus all the boosters, because I know people who've taken the vaccine and they're fine.
Now is to cancel the show that goes against the talking points of the current administration? Absolutely. If people would do something against you, do it against them. Nobody wins by being,
Don't forget to take your 8th booster shot. You don't want to kill grandma, do you?
You have to remember, I say this every time, George Washington sailed across the frozen sea in the middle of the night on Christmas Eve. And he killed the fucking British armies in their sleep. Merry motherfucking Christmas. Now you're dead. That's right. And that was the first president. And we look at him as, generally kind of as a winner. Winners win and losers lose.
I cannot tell a lie.
Always play to win. Where's the holiday spirit? Well, they became holiday spirits.
Ha! Good one.
Here we go. Let's watch it.
Oh, hey, everybody. We got a great show for you tonight. Senator Adam Schiff was my guest. We harmonized on 7 Bridges Road. What a voice. I cried. But before we start the show, I want to let you know something that I found out just last night. Next year will be our last season. The
Ooh. Yeah, see, I told you it was going to be in May.
network will be ending The Late Show in May. And
there's probably just going to be another one, honestly, or he's going to go to a new show that's just like The Late Show. Like, it's not going to end.
yeah, I share.
Yeah, everybody's cheering this on, but I don't think this is going the way that people think it's going to go. I think he's just going to get another show.
Your feelings. It's not just the end of our show, but it's the end of the Late Show on CBS. I'm not being replaced.
I think that Stephen Colbert is an S-tier satirist, and I wish he would just go back to doing that. I think if he did more level...
Yeah, and making fun of everybody, not just Trump and all of his supporters.
...headed satire comedy, I think he would be super popular.
I think it's too late for that. I think his brain is broken and he has created dissent in his audience. And the people who used to watch him aren't the people who watch him now.
He would be so good. I always thought that this role for him wasn't very good in general. Yeah, like I would just I'm very disappointed, as I said before, as like a fan of Stephen Colbert, that like he kind of let the Late Show turn into what it is. But basically, what happened is that the parent company with Late Show, I think it's CBS, basically sacrificed Stephen Colbert, it seems like, to Donald Trump.
This is all just going away.
Yeah.
And I do want to say, I do want to say that the folks at CBS have been great partners. I'm so grateful
Apparently
to the
not.
Tiffany Network for giving me this chair. And
I bet they're paying him too much, too. I bet that's a big reason. I bet they're paying him way too much. And they just can't afford it because nobody's watching CBS. I completely forgot that CBS was even a thing. And, like, everybody used to watch CBS. I don't know anybody who watches CBS, man. Like, legacy cable, they're going. They're gone, man. Only, like, the old people who don't know how to use computers and phones, they're the ones who are still watching cable TV. And there's not many of those left.
in this beautiful theater.
And they're disappearing day by day because they're old. That's what happens. Old people die.
To call home. And of course, I'm grateful to you, the audience, who have joined us. Every night, in here, out there, all around the world, Mr. and Mrs. America and all the ships at sea. I'm grateful to share the stage with this band, these artists over here every night.
Doesn't even show them.
Oh.
And I am extraordinarily, deeply grateful to the 200 people who work here.
Well, all those people are going to be out of the job.
We get to do this show.
That's a lot of people for
We
a show
get
like
to
that.
do this show for each other every day, all day. And I've had the pleasure and the responsibility of sharing
What's with the googly eyes on his hand?
what we do every day with you in front of this camera for the last 10 years. And let me tell you, it is a
Is that Jennifer Lopez?
fantastic job. I wish somebody else was getting it. And it's a job that I'm looking forward to doing with this usual gang of idiots for another 10 months. It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Y'all ready?
Yeah, they're probably going to do... It's probably going to get insane because they got nothing to lose. They're not going to care anymore. So, like... This is going to be crazy, man. And we're probably going to see them right back into the news for saying some... abysmal shit.
Y'all ready?
Let's go.
Y'all ready? Okay, that's all I wanted to say. Dante, let's do the show. Jazz Cowboy, drop it on the poof.
Dude. Well, there's part of the reason why you're being fired. 'Cause that shit's cringe. That's weird.
It's the Late Show with Stephen Colbert.
Well, I can see why it got canceled.
Yeah.
And
Fucking
anyway,
weird.
so let's go back.
Yeah, and the only reason there's even 10 months left is because they signed a contract probably about 2 months ago.
Gonna look at a few more of these here and talk about it. Let me go back and see if I can find the rest of this. And yep, not so good, huh, guys? Wow, not so good. And anyway, let's take a look at some other ones here, and we'll see what people are looking at. Losing $40 million per year erases the conspiracy about. Well, let me go back and see if there's any more of this. And oh yeah, obviously, like he was talking about it. Let me scroll back up and make sure I find it. Is being canceled. Where is the other one? Sorry, there's like 15 different topics. I just need to make sure I'm like locked in with all of them. And where is the time lapse? Where did the time lapse go? I know I saw it, And now I can't find it again. There we go. All right, so this is Stephen Colbert talking about Trump. This is from 2017. You can't read it, but I'll tell you what it says.
Donald Trump has been sworn in as President of the United States. I know. Listen. We're just as confused as you are. Joe Biden did it. I sat down and just started crying with relief. And Evie said, you never have to talk about him again.
That didn't age well, did it? Crying with relief. They cried with sadness when Trump got elected and then cried in relief when Joe Biden got elected. Are you fucking kidding me, man? These people are so fucking captured.
This is the second panel out of 4. How did you ever think that was going to happen?
Yeah, and now him and all of his weird supporters are going to be blaming Trump for this whole thing happening. When really, y'all did it to yourselves.
How did you ever think that?
And then I cried with joy. After
that was Jesus.
Bizarre and vicious campaign fueled by a desperate need not to go to jail, Donald Trump has won the 2024 election. Next year will be our last season. The network will be ending The Late Show in May. Donald Trump has been sworn in as...
And you remember, like, and you'll see, like, even the first one here, you can clearly see he's not a big fan of Donald Trump, but he's trying to be... Imagine this, he's trying to be funny and entertaining.
As President of the United States.
Yeah.
I know.
He's trying.
I know. Listen. We're just as confused as you are. Joe Biden did it.
And you can see, right? He's trying to be funny. He's trying to entertain people and not just be one-dimensional.
I sat down.
Yeah, it just gets unfunnier as he goes. But with how unfunny it gets, that's what makes it even funnier to me. Because he's so hurt. He's so hurt by it. And like it even fucking matters. Joe Biden was garbage. Trump is garbage. You're garbage. They're all garbage. All these Hollywood people, garbage. All these politicians, garbage. Who fucking believes in in these people? Who is actually a fan of the government? Like, get fucking real, dude. They're not a fan of you. They're a fan of your money and your attention.
And just started crying with relief. And
Bro, what is this? It turned into a little bit of, like left-leaning comedy to crying, getting mad, the vaccine thing. Like, really, it's embarrassing.
Said you never have to talk about him again.
Well, because he's a huge lying, manipulative pussy who's been captured by other lying, manipulative pussies.
And then I cried with joy.
Wow. And everybody
After
clapped.
a bizarre and vicious campaign fueled by a desperate need not to go to jail, Donald Trump has won the 2024 election.
And so you can see clearly, can you tell, like, kind of the difference here about, like, the personality and, like, the vibe? Where, like, earlier on...
Yeah, I think he was captured. I think he was captured by the media because he was part of the media. And that's really what the media wanted people to feel. They wanted to feel sad and angry that Donald Trump won. They wanted to paint him as a criminal, even though they're really the ones who literally painted him as a criminal.
Like, there was an attempt made to be entertaining, right? Like, an attempt was at least tried to be entertaining. Whereas with this, it's just...
He was trying to be an actual source.
Fucking,
for the media.
Like, talking about how he's bad. Dude, 2021 was a fucking fever dream, wasn't it? Oh my god.
Dude, there's so much of this shit. And they like to try and pretend that it didn't happen. They like to try and forget, especially as more and more shit comes out.
Can you believe that? You just want people to agree with you politically? Not necessarily. I'll give you a great example. So I can see what you're saying, but nobody says that about Jon Stewart. Jon Stewart's obviously a left-wing guy.
Million times smarter.
You don't hear me saying that about Jon Stewart even now.
Or Bill Maher. Bill Maher may have said some crazy shit, but he didn't do nothing cringe and crazy like this.
Yeah, we do. Well, I'm saying I do. Oh my God.
Vaccine.
It's like, it's such weird propaganda. These people's brains are broken.
And they said it couldn't get any longer.
Man, absolute cinema, dystopian. That's right, guys.
Will be our last season. The network will be ending The Late Show in May. And
Guys.
I think this violin needs to be a little bit smaller. It needs to be a lot smaller.
yeah, I
Come
share
on.
your feelings.
Come
It's
on.
Not just the end of our show, but it's the end of The Late Show on CBS. I'm not being replaced.
Oh man,
This is all-
if you retweet if you stand with Stephen Colbert, retweet if you stand. What year is this? Oh my God. And
All the people who are standing with Stephen Colbert don't watch him. Obviously they don't, because 138,000 views, 289,000 views. Hey, that's a lot of views, 4.3 million, but that's because he was canceled. All right, let's check out some more of his views. Ooh, 86,000, 32,000, 64,000, 289,000, 138,000. What is this? 1.9 million just randomly. 279,000 for Joaquin Phoenix. Nobody likes Joaquin Phoenix anymore. Cancellation, 4.3 million views. Like, how much is this guy getting paid for having this many views online? This ain't nothing, man. I bet he's being paid millions.
Man-child, come to me. I must be.
And I just want to hold on. I just want to do this real quick. 274, 426, 513, 872, 1.1, 1.6. Asmongold holds the same numbers as Stephen Colbert. And he's just one guy with some editors. How about that? How about it? Really, he gets a lot more. He gets a lot more views. It looks like about 4 times more. He doesn't get the 4.3 million views ones, it looks like. But he's sitting around 1 million. And Stephen Colbert was averaging about 300,000. Crazy. Crazy. Asmongold's more popular than Stephen Colbert.
I'm listening to the Nova voice. Don't take him. Don't take the baby. Take the baby. Don't eat me.
see, this is whenever he used to.
I'm sure the baby will be fine.
See, like, I mean, you can say this is a bad joke or whatever, but at least it wasn't like totally one-dimensional. You see, it's at least kind of like it's attempting. This is the point that I'm making, is that Stephen Colbert back in the day was attempting to be funny, and I think he was funny. Stephen Colbert nowadays does not even attempt to be funny.
I also think Stephen Colbert's style of comedy back then really fit the vibe of what was going on. And that's kind of what he was trying to do. He like panders to the vibe that's going on. And this was the vibe that was going on during COVID. So he pandered to it. But he failed to see that all of the media pandering was fake. Like it was super, super pandering to an audience that didn't exist because they were trying to push propaganda. And he thought that this was the popular thing, and it wasn't.
Yeah, it's not even you're not even trying to be funny at all. I'll watch this one, and then we'll look at some other stuff too. There's a bunch of other stuff I got to talk about today.
Stephen Colbert just got canceled after a decade as the most watched man in late night TV. Was it?
It's crazy how popular he was too. I didn't even know that.
He was.
Because he called his boss's Trump settlement a big fat bribe.
Financial settlement with a sitting government official has.
You should not have done that.
Yeah.
You should not have talked shit about your boss. This was a mistake. You know it was a mistake, and now the show's canceled.
There's no way they canceled it in 3 days, though. There's no way. Like, this was going on behind the scenes, probably without Stephen Colbert even knowing, for a long time, because they don't just make rash decisions like this. They probably were thinking about doing this for a while, and then Stephen Colbert came out and said that, and they're just like, oh, okay, well, we'll just shut it down. We don't need you. We're probably going to fall apart and go out of business anyway.
The odds are they probably already were going to do that, but this certainly didn't make them any better.
See, like,
technical name in legal circles.
We all know it. It's so easy to see all this shit, and like, we say this all the time. Like, everything that we say comes true. How fucking crazy is that?
It's big fat bribe because. This all comes as Paramount's owners are trying to get the Trump administration to approve the sale of our network to a new owner, Skydance.
Some on the left think so, pointing to the fact that the announcement came just 3 days after Colbert publicly criticized Paramount, CBS's parent company, for paying Trump a $16 million settlement in a lawsuit. But the right, they're not losing sleep. Many are calling him unfunny, and some are claiming that the show was failing.
And by the way, you're not funny, but attacking half of America and your ratings suck, you might lose your show.
But yeah, you have to have the views online. If you don't got the views online, then your show's gonna fucking die. Especially if you're being paid millions. Because let me tell you, 300,000 views on YouTube for most of your videos, that ain't gonna be paid. That's not worth millions. Especially when you've got 200 employees that also have to be paid.
What is that?
The ratings didn't suck. I mean, a lot.
It did. They did, actually. For what they were trying to do, for what they were trying to get.
People watched the show. More people watched him. Like, I think he's funnier than Jimmy Fallon.
Yep.
Or Jimmy Kimmel. Like, I think he's better than they are.
Yeah, they're out the door, too. I think they're coming up soon on the chopping block.
True? Nope. Colbert's been the #1 late night host for 9 straight seasons. And in Q2 of this year,
that's a lot.
His show was the only one that actually grew its audience. So if it wasn't ratings...
It's a low bar? Yeah, I know, but the other guys have shovels.
Why did CBS pull the plug?
It wasn't the ratings that did it. It wasn't the ratings. It was the amount of money that TV is worth nowadays and the lack of getting online money, because the online money is really where it's at.
Their official line. This is purely a financial decision against a challenging backdrop in late night. It is not related in any way to the show's performance, content, or other matters happening at Paramount. CBS has been exiting the late night business for years. In 2023, they canceled the Late Late Show.
Because he was
with James Corden. Yeah, they've been making really, really terrible decisions. I bet the company was just circling the drain.
Fat. Nobody liked him.
And he was a douche.
Nobody liked him. Everybody knows that.
Yeah, but I guarantee you, it was because of the online views. Well, maybe not because. That was just one reason. There's probably a million reasons. TV ratings, bullshit. That's bullshit. Especially when, like, oh, your ratings went up on TV? Even though, like, nobody is watching anything else that we're doing, like, we're going to have to cut the biggest show. especially if people are asking for more money.
Like, I mean, let's be honest. Like, you're James Corden. Remember him? He was fat and British. Yeah. I mean, of course he got fired.
In March 2025, they canceled the After Midnight show. No replacement. And now they're canceling Colbert. Again.
Yeah, he'll just get another show. That's what happened last time. The Colbert Report, and now the Late Show, and he's just gonna get another one. It's not like he's gonna be out of the job, like homeless or retired or anything.
No replacement. What's filling?
This does seem like he's bringing up a really good point here, is that this seems like actually just a strategic restructuring. And the Late Show was probably the biggest show, but they still wanted to restructure beyond that. That's it.
Yeah, it had good ratings, wasn't enough. I think they really need that online money. Because they don't... Was the Late Show, was that streaming on anything? Were people watching it on streaming? Because let me tell you, cable news ain't paying like it used to be, even if you're getting the views.
That's clearly... Yeah, I mean, there's a pattern of behavior here.
The slot instead, reruns, local news, stuff that's cheap. Because here's the thing, even with solid ratings, Colbert's show was expensive. $15 million a year just for him, on top of over 200 staff. Meanwhile, ad revenue...
Exactly. That's exactly what I was saying.
Across late night TV has dropped over 60% since 2014.
Wow.
Yeah. Even if you got good ratings, even if you're growing in the cable, on the cable networks, bro, you gotta be everywhere else, or it's not enough. And nobody's gonna be watching a show like this on the internet when there's so much better things that you could be watching. There's not really very many good things to watch on cable TV. That's why people were gravitating towards it. But overall, it doesn't make enough money.
Holy shit, that is insane.
Yeah, I think CBS is going. I think they're going soon. I think Skydance is going to pick them apart.
You know what I bet the reason is? I bet it's because the internet's better at delivering advertisements. I do. I bet that's the reason. No way you need 200 staff for that? No, I think that you do. I actually...
Please, Asmon. Please look at the YouTube numbers. Look at the YouTube numbers and compare them to yours.
I think that you do, because I've run events. I think that you need 200 staff for that show. Because like you're not thinking a lot of things is like you're thinking about the people that you do? No, you need makeup artists, you need catering, you need people that get the guests on there, you need people that put together.
That's the problem. You don't need any of that, and that's why they had to cancel it.
The show set, you need people that do props, you need people like there's production, you need like the band, you need the people that manage the instruments for the band, like security. Like I think that people really underestimate the fucking logistical entropy that shows can create. Like, as somebody who's done shows and I've seen the back end, I've seen what the money is. They're expensive, man. There's a reason why everybody's canceling doing. Like, why do you think OTK doesn't do shows anymore? Like,
yeah, and it shows like Colbert Report, Late Show, you know, they're fake. They're scripted. They know what they're gonna say beforehand. And stuff like this is the new late night TV, honestly. People who used to watch late night TV watch people like Asmongold now.
Like, one of the reasons why is that, like, it really didn't make that much money. It didn't, and also it's risky, especially online. Online, it's another set of, like, issues as well. But, yeah, that's just the way it is. Need is a strong word. Well, yeah, you do need that stuff. I mean, you can run a show without it, but it's not going to be a good show. 200 isn't a lot for a live show every night. No, it's not.
Even for top performers. The internet is doing to TV what it did to newspapers.
Yeah.
But there's another layer. Paramount is trying to finalize a multi-billion-dollar merger with Skydance, which needs FCC approval under the Trump administration. So it's possible that rather than just downsize...
So the Trump had to approve this, and so they... Oh, man. shouldn't have been talking shit, bro. Like, he should not have been talking shit. Like, the thing is that you're sitting there talking shit, fuck around and find out. Yep, exactly. That's too bad.
Is the show to make it more sustainable? They decided.
We tried to warn you. We tried to warn them. We're still warning them, and they're not listening still. Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel, they need to start their own online internet shows that aren't, you know, their TV shows. They need to, like, do their own thing in their basement. Or they're gonna go the same way. They're gonna be out of the job. What are they gonna do? Nobody's gonna watch them on the internet. They're gonna have to slowly grow an audience. Because people who watch stuff on the internet obviously aren't watching them. You saw the numbers. See this? 20 million subscribers right there? 75,000 views, 18,000 views, 500,000, 120,000. Hey, million. 42,000, 86,000, 247,000, 79,000. Like, it ain't enough. It ain't enough. About Jimmy Fallon. Oh, look at that. 32 million subscribers. Crazy. $19,000, $53,000, $46,000, $69,000, $25,000, $568,000, $36,000, $214,000. Like, come on. Come on. You're fucked. You're so fucked.
Decided it's not even worth the trouble, and they just cut it. So Colbert's criticism might have been the straw that broke the camel's back.
Maybe.
But it wasn't the whole haystack. So did profit or politics kill the Colbert Show?
Yes.
Yep.
Profit loaded the gun. Politics might have just picked when to shoot.
Yeah, that's probably true. Yeah, I like that. That's a good.
I like that guy. That guy's cool.
Good insight on it. I'll link you guys the little tweet. Why not both? Yeah. There is good breakdown. Yeah, I think so too. Definitely. You know, Colbert being a little bit of a sacrificial lamb. I could see that definitely. And don't bully the ugly kid in high school. He may be the president. I guess so, right?
I think the dominoes are about to start falling.
And so
the dominoes are about to start falling.
To be honest, he was getting 15 million. I mean, 15 million for doing that show is a bit much, I would say. Like, I mean, like some of these late night and like television TV hosts are being paid way too much fucking money. They are. They're being paid way too much fucking money, and it is insane the amount of times that like, and the amount of time that they've like invested into doing that. I just, I think it's way, way, way too much.
Yeah. Especially when everybody's watching like Kai Cenat and Asmongold, people like that. They don't give a shit. They don't give a shit about late night TV, especially with all that COVID nonsense that happened. Like, comment, and subscribe. Ring the bell for all the notifications.